Hey, everybody. Tonight we're talking Panic at the Disco album review, Brendon Urie news, Weezer's concert review at Blossom, and Travis Barker is hurt yet again. All this and more on Trendkillradio. Hello, everybody. I am Sean Ryan.
And I am Coley Colgate.
And this is Trendkillradio News Update. Today, Coley, do you want to lead off with the...
Yeah, I'll start. I'll keep it light.
Yeah, we're going to do this real quick. I got shit to do after this, so we'll see.
All right, so I've been trying to get us to talk about the new Panic at the Disco album since it came out because I think it's phenomenal. So we decided to save it for this little segment here. If you
I haven't been like, no, you can't talk about that.
He basically did.
No, he didn't.
He said if you bring it up on the show, you're off the show. And contractually, he can't do that. My agent was on his agent like that. And we handled it. But fact remains. Anyways.
Brendon Urie news brought to you by Miller Lite.
Hell yeah, man. Keeping it light.
Hopefully I won't.
Anyways.
The skeleton won't fucking knock over my beer on my phone again.
Yeah, he's safe over here today.
Yeah, thank God.
Anyway, so Panic at the Disco put out a new record. It's called Pray for the Wicked, right? Pray for the Wicked.
Yeah?
Fucking album
Why?
slaps.
They're wicked. Fuck them.
Well, first of all, Panic at the Disco is one dude. It's Brendon Urie now. Everyone else that was in the band's gone, and he's got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Just one guy.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah,
like you see nonstop him. There's no.
Yeah,
you may as well just call it Brendon Urie.
He is the face. Well, it's a funny joke actually. It's like everyone who's online so uncomfortable calling people their preferred pronouns have no problem calling Brendon Urie Panic at the Disco for the last 10 years. But you can't call a guy her or whatever if that's what he wants or she wants, whatever. Anyways, record fucking slaps, man. The record slaps.
We don't care. You do whatever you gotta do.
Live
I don't know, man.
The record slaps. It's so good. It's probably my favorite album of the year by far. We're not going to rank it because you didn't even listen to it yet.
No. This is more you. This isn't like an official show. We're just doing an update. And
check
like,
out if you like.
I didn't want to do as much work, so I said, hey, you love Panic at the Disco. They're big in the news right now. Why don't you have at it?
Yeah, and so he put out the record, and then on the heels of putting out this great record, put out a couple singles that are doing really, really well. He goes on the Today Show, Brendon does, or Panic does, I guess, however you want to call it, and pledges $1 million to the LGBTQ community for research and not research, that's the wrong word. Well, I mean, into making the community better by teaching and educating people who don't necessarily understand it. I'm not sure what the entire program is, to be honest, but that's fucking sweet to donate $1 million of your own dollars.
That's noble. That's noble.
And then in like the same
got no problems with that.
In the same week, he did an interview with I think Paper Magazine, and
the magazine that had Kim Kardashian's big fake ass on there and the champagne.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
God, that thing is gross.
He did just a run of the mill interview with them, and they asked some questions kind of in a seedy way. And
bitch! and then, you guys don't know that, but that really hurt my ear. Like, it was super loud.
That was hilarious. That's what you get for not listening to the album. Anyways, so he in this interview, they kind of twisted around and make him. They're kind of asking him these questions like, "Do you like guys or girls or whatever?" I mean, he's got a girlfriend of a long time who's a fucking babe.
Wait, I thought he's married.
He might be married. I don't know, but he's been with the same woman for a very long time, and she's a babe. And basically in the interview, he's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I might like guys are cute, whatever." And so then all over the news, it's like Brendon Urie comes out as pansexual, whatever that is. I don't have sex with my kitchen utensils, but I'm not a millionaire musician. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so that like in the span of a week, man, they marketed that in such a way when the album came out to just blow it up, man. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
Big news for him and big news for fans of that band because it's not like it was a secret that he was kind of metrosexual, pansexual, whatever you want to call it. I'd fuck him. Wait, does that make me gay?
No. And these days, I don't know.
Am I gay?
Tell me.
I'm gay.
Oh. All right. Well,
this is the bombshell. You can tease this. I'm not gay.
Let your freak flag fly.
You can be like, am I gay? I'm gay. And then, anyways.
Next on Trendkillradio.
Am I gay? Okay. Anyways. Sodomy. All right. So, anyways, yeah, man, a lot of cool things going on with that camp, which is one guy over there. And I suggest if you haven't listened to the record, give it a shot because
are they all studio musicians in that band?
they are.
Okay.
And I believe some of them are also touring musicians with him. I mean, there's a horn section. It's really, really well done. If you think you know Panic at the Disco, you don't, because every album sounds totally different than the last one. So this
You think
record,
you know? You don't know.
you don't even know the half of it. Anyways, check it out, man. Do yourself a favor and just check it out. Listen to it. I'm sure you already have. Everyone else in the world loves this band except him. So
No, it's not that I don't love him. It's that I don't care.
Oh.
I just don't. It's not my style of music. I go for a little bit more rock, but I mean, yeah. I would be willing to listen. I'm always
give it a clean listen.
Dude. If you've watched it,
I challenge you to give it a clean.
Yeah,
listen.
absolutely, I will.
Next show, we'll just spend 2 seconds on it.
I mean, go back in our YouTube catalog and take a look at our old episodes. I mean, when we do full episodes, we do album reviews.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Oh God, did that feel good?
Where did that come from? That was deep. I heard it coming before you guys did. I was like, what's this? That was amazing.
Thank you. But
I award you 10 points.
No, we listen to a lot of different kinds of styles and genres of the rock music. I mean, we are completely open to rock and punk rock and heavy metal and hard rock and the whole gamut. I mean, we can do anything. I just won't listen to indie rock. I promise you. We'll never.
Some indie rock.
We're not doing
what
an album
do you
review
call
of
indie rock? What do you describe?
Just anything with a fucking mandolin and some guy hitting a metal tub with a wooden spoon.
I call that Civil War dad rock.
Oh my God!
You talking like Mumford & Sons?
Yes, everybody has a beard. No offense, and they wear flannel.
Civil War dad rock,
and they all have glasses,
that's
and they haven't washed their hair.
I made that up. Civil War dad rock.
Yeah, that's fucking accurate. Although it's kind of funny. What was it? The Confederacy that actually had a hat with a symbol similar to what you're wearing.
These are straight razors. Straight razor.
I'll pull it up on the. And you'll see when you watch the recap.
I don't believe you. You're just coming off as dumb now. Anyway, so that's this month in Panic at the Disco. Disco. Anyways, that's a great segue into our next bit of news. Am I right or wrong? Yes. I mentioned something super terrible that I like, and now you're going to talk about something super terrible that you like. Sean went to a Weezer concert. They played Africa by Toto. I hate it. Go ahead. You take it away.
So I was asked to go to this Weezer show a while back when the tickets went on sale, and I said, yeah, fuck, why not?
Because it's Weezer?
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that I really noticed that I just didn't pay attention to throughout the whole history, they have it's one of those bands that just has a ton of hits.
Oh, they really do.
God
they really
damn it, do they have so many freaking hits.
They have so many hits, if you will.
I know, they're like Billy Squier.
I don't know any Billy Squier songs.
I'll play some. Don't worry about it.
Can you give me one?
Now that you ask me, like I'm drawing such a fucking blank.
How dare you use it as a reference and have nothing? How dare you put that gun in my face and have no ammunition?
Calling me out.
You put that gun right in my mouth and you didn't even have ammunition.
Yeah, dude, you know what? Screw you. Or how about Bad Company? Okay, I can name one of their songs. Bad Company.
I'm looking at this.
Off the album. Bad Company.
Lonely as the Night.
Yes. Everybody wants you. That song. The Stroke. That's it. Yeah, they play that in Billy Madison when he gets out of
Stroke it to the left.
No.
Stroke it to the right. Isn't that the Stroke?
Stroke it. No.
Oh. I'm learning something. That's the lyrics?
Yeah.
Wait, play the hook because I didn't. Are you serious? That's the hook?
I'll cue it up.
Yeah. Stroking. That's what they're. Oh, hold on. Wow. See, I thought.
Right?
I thought they were saying strong as nothing.
No.
Strong as nothing.
No, man.
Strong as nothing.
Yeah. He has at least 6 hits.
You have no idea what you've just done to me. I just learned so many things in that. Wow. And that has been your Billy Squire moment. On Trendkillradio.
Here, we got to take a pause for the cause real quick, everybody. We will be right. We are back. We had
to listen to Billy Squire for
Frosty
45 minutes because I needed to educate myself.
I know. It's been that long. Like, you guys don't know because of editing, but it has been like 45 minutes. We were just fucking rocking out. Okay, so yeah, like I was really saying, like before I was put on the goddamn spot.
Hey, you brought up Billy Squire, not me.
Dude, I know. It's just like, you know what happens when someone, like, you bring up a reference and someone calls you out on it, and then all of a sudden your mind just goes, I mean, just a straight poop. Like, that's what happened, because I know these fucking songs. Like, I've heard them my whole life. But that's, beside the point. Okay, so, yeah, I was given some tickets, and we went to Weezer. My mom and I and my girlfriend, we went to the show. I had to cut that.
Confidential.
She doesn't need she's not in the spotlight. She don't want to be. And anywho, so it led off with a band called the Wombats.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard of them?
They're like, I won't say punk, but they're like,
not even
like indie punk.
Yeah, sure. And the Pixies came on.
Oh.
Pixies.
They're what I would call iconic at this point.
They are, and
they opened for Weezer?
Yeah. I found it kind of weird that they would be iconic. It's a name that you definitely see. It's not in my wheelhouse, but, like, they only have, like, 2 hits.
Well, that's what makes them iconic.
If you've seen Fight Club, you would know who the Pixies are. They play it at the end when the credit card towers fall.
Yeah.
And shit.
They're
good.
Yeah, they're one of those bands where, like, they came out at the right time and they had the right sound. Like, I'd liken them to, like, Primus, not sound wise, but just popularity wise. Like, they came out, they developed, they got a cult following, like, immediately, and
yeah,
but they
haven't
had
no,
a hit
they're
song.
good for that though. That is the thing though.
Had
like
a hit song, and really probably ever. Like, the mainstream might only know them from
there
pop
are
culture,
those rare bands that, like, just developed such a following, but they don't have a lot of hits.
Yeah, exactly.
And but
they're one of them.
It's enough for them to sustain and be on the road and be recognized and be admired.
Yeah.
And they're opening up for Weezer at an amphitheater. I mean, they're not opening up for a band at a ballroom somewhere.
What's the cap there, if you had to take a guesstimate?
Capacity. I swear to God, I looked this up one time. It is like 25,000.
Yeah, because I know, like, I've only been there for, like, huge fucking shows like Warped Tour or like Project Revolution.
Yeah,
so
where they have a
stages.
billion parking lots too. So, like, if Warped Tour or something like that, if there's a main band going on the main stage, I mean, just high up a hill and around the corner.
The walking, if you go to any Warped Tour in the rest of the country, it's like not a lot of, you're walking, but it's not as bad as when it's at Blossom in Ohio, because it is such a huge property. The stages are, like, literally, I'm gonna be very Ohio right now because we don't measure distance by distance, we measure by time. You're walking like 15 minutes between stages realistically.
Yeah, so which is good though, because I don't want the sounds to bleed together.
True, and
which is good because a lot of even big shows like Coachella and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I'm hearing two completely different bands at the same time right now. That's awesome.
But when I have gone there for country concerts, which always pretty much sell out, I'll be on the lawn and I'll just look around, and there's people for what feels like miles, because the way that place is laid out, it's just a bowl.
Yeah, no, you know what? I actually have perfect video of it. I will be splicing stuff together within this show.
20,000
you'll see
people looking at a stage that's
no, and it's incredible. You see
wide.
just the lights, and it goes up a hill, and you just see these fucking sea of people.
Have you ever seen the orchestra there? No.
So I heard it's always good though.
Yeah, that's the
we have Cleveland has a very good orchestra.
We have the second best orchestra in the country and probably in the world, if I'm being honest. And they practice there.
Come to Cleveland.
Not practice there. They play. Anyways,
so back to
Weezer.
What I was saying. Yeah, Weezer came on, and they start off with Buddy Holly.
They open with that?
They opened up with Buddy Holly.
Damn.
Like, this is how many hits that they have.
That's like their biggest hit. Well, other than maybe Beverly Hills. But that's like man, everybody knows that fucking song. They opened with that?
They opened with Buddy Holly. And I have the set list because, like, I'm just enjoying my time. I'm not, I took a couple, like, 1-minute videos and stuff.
Sure.
And I posted something to YouTube already of them playing Pork and Beans. And, I did a little Facebook Live, but I mean, just real quick, because I do want to enjoy the shows. I really encourage people, don't fucking take video the whole goddamn time. Just enjoy your experience. You'll actually remember, we've talked about it.
Yeah,
you'll remember it so much more, because you're never going to watch those videos. The only reason I did that is just for this show.
And then more so the quality.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But yeah, they opened up with Buddy Holly, and they go to Beverly Hills, and Pork and Beans.
Whoa!
And Undone, the sweater song.
That's their 4 biggest hits.
And
right
then
off the
Hash Pipe.
That's their 5 biggest hits. Right? Are you kidding me?
No, I swear to God,
pissed.
dude. No, they keep on going though.
Playing after that. What else could they play?
The Perfect Situation. My Name Is Jonas. El Scorcho, which I know the name. I can't remember how it sounds. Troublemaker. In the Garage, which is off the Blue album.
Yeah. So they played their 5 biggest hits right off the gate.
That's a ballsy
That's
move,
ballsy
man.
as shit. What they close with?
I love it. Hang on. So they
Weezer.
do that, and
Good
then
Lord.
they do a cover of the Turtles' "Happy Together." So happy together.
They're okay.
I can't see.
They're the modern day Turtles. So, yeah.
But it was actually really cool. They fixed in some Green Day lyrics into the end of the song. Like they played the Turtles song, but he played like he had some lyrics off of Dookie. Like one of their, I can't remember, maybe Basket Case or something like that. But it worked so well. It was really cool.
Around and watch the tube.
Possibly.
But nothing.
Yeah,
that would fit.
That was
in that.
off of Insomniac.
Yeah, but that would fit in that song.
Can't recall exactly.
Fucking Weezer. That's blowing my mind. I mean.
And they played Keep Fishing. I'm not familiar with that song. I'm sure I've heard it. I'm sure if we just looked it up, blah, blah, blah. And then so...
Did the crowd stay with it through all these other songs?
Oh, yeah!
You gotta assume 80...
No, dude, no one got bored. There was beach balls. Everyone had fun.
50% of the crowd is there for the first 5 fucking songs, though, realistically. That's how most shows, like,
What really amazed me is I had heard someone talk about seeing Weezer one time, and that it was just kind of Rivers just kind of hiding behind his guitar and the microphone. He's just,
he always seemed kind of social.
It just seems weird, right? Yeah. But it's not what I experienced. I could not believe it. This guy, like, he had a smile on his face, and he had, like, he had the right amount of energy, and you could just tell this guy was actually just having so much fun.
Because you know why?
And cool. I couldn't believe it, because I just figured he would just be this little guy.
It's cool to be that way now. Back when, Weezer was a really relevant thing, it was more trendy to be like the quiet, reserved fucking.
I think that's really what he is, totally.
Perhaps,
but I mean, when you go on stage sometimes, though, when you go on stage, though, your personality can completely change.
Oh yeah,
though.
Dude, I know, same.
I'm like that. You're you're putting on a show, and so like everybody just had so much fun, and I found it was the bass player. I can't remember his name. I believe it was his birthday. And he's from Ohio, so he's like, "These are my people."
That adds up. And
I was like, "Oh, that's cool, man! Happy birthday!" And okay, so like after they end up playing "Happy Together" and "Keep Fishing," it was weird. The band, they kept on playing music, and Rivers, he put on like a little Gilligan's Island like captain's hat and a white jacket. And then he walked towards the side of the stage, and he gets on this little like scooter, this little like Razor scooter, like not motorized or anything, and he just goes down this ramp, and then he goes across the whole crowd, comes up like 6 seats away from me, and then goes across to the middle. And what I hadn't even noticed was in the sound booth or
front of house.
Yeah. The mixing board.
Front of house sound,
Yeah.
Lights and sound.
They had these cool little like dead palm tree, like this little cabana area. And he comes out and he gets off his scooter and he picks up an acoustic guitar. And I mean, he's from here to with the fans.
Yeah.
Like he's right fucking there. And he plays Island in the Sun acoustic.
Ah, see, that would have been a moment. That's a jam.
And
that
then,
is a jam.
And then he does Take On Me from Aha. An acoustic version of it.
From there?
Yeah.
That's tits.
And
All
he's
right,
just
that's
like,
cool.
he's right in the middle of the crowd and he's enjoying it. I'll show you a little bit of video. I couldn't get close enough to the house, but I do have the monitor, or the camera monitor.
Just,
and you'll see, like, it was just so cool, and I love that. That's so intimate. And I saw Motley Crue do that a couple years ago. They played like Home Sweet Home. Where they came out and they just appeared in the middle of the house, and they did like an acoustic kind of version. I think it was just Vince and Mick, but possibly all four of them. But I think Nikki and Tommy probably stayed on the stage. I can't remember. Whatever.
Makes sense.
But it was like a really cool thing for fans. I mean, to just be like
right there, yeah.
Here to like
that's it.
A guy that you admire and that has been around since Blue Album came out in like '94. Like that's.
At least, yeah.
That's a long career, and they just have hit after hit after hit.
I forgot about how I didn't know this.
And then
judging the rest of the beginning of this,
came back up on stage and blah blah blah, and then Feels Like Summer comes out. Feels Like Summer, a huge hit, and then and I'll play this next song for you. Do 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 do. Doon 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 doon. They play Africa's fucking Toto, man.
Well,
Toto's Africa.
A guy here from Cleveland started that fucking internet thing, like make Weezer cover Africa. Toto.
Is that like the album cover? That the tweet?
It was a tweet. He started on Twitter, and for some fucking reason, a bunch of people agreed, and then, Weezer...
It's the cover of their album.
Yeah, it took months and months and months for them to finally do it, and then they just did it and put it out. And it's a fine cover, but it sounds too close to the original for me to, like, really say, great job, guys, because it's a good cover, but, yeah.
But it's like the same song, it's just a little bit more distorted guitar.
If they wouldn't have put that cover out 6 months ago... They probably wouldn't have had a successful fucking run of amphitheater and giant theater-sized shows this summer. Because what's the last thing Weezer did that you can remember? Beverly Hills?
Feels Like Summer. No, it just came out last year.
But that's not a huge
that's
hit.
not as big as this. No, this is the...
like that wasn't even
Africa
on the radio.
Is their biggest song that they have come out with in over a decade.
Probably since
Say It Ain't So. It's their biggest hit.
I imagine they closed with
No. Say It Ain't So... No. Like, Say It Ain't So came up in the Blue Album, dude.
But I'm saying that was that's probably their biggest hit.
Hash Pipe?
Hash Pipe's a huge pop hit, but Weezer's biggest hit is
Beverly Hills. Dude,
Weezer's biggest hit is Say It Ain't So, because all you gotta do is like.
I'm gonna look up the facts, and I'm gonna get back to you on this.
Say it ain't so. Oh. I can't sing.
It was their last song, though.
That was their last song.
Say It Ain't So.
You know why? You know why? Do you know why that was their last song? Because that's their biggest fucking hit. They know.
But they were really entertaining. They didn't do anything like wildly crazy. When they came out with Buddy Holly though, Rivers, he had on his sweater and tie and button up shirt, and he had his hair combed over and stuff, just like the video.
I think I saw, maybe it was yours or somebody else.
I had
a couple friends there that snapped and posted stuff. Did the stage look like a high school? Or something like that? Like a locker room?
They changed the stage a couple times. At the beginning when they played Buddy Holly, they had what looked like the video for Buddy Holly with the wood paneling from Happy Days, and there was like, the pennants of like high school and shit, and he had his little cardigan.
Cardigan, yeah, his Letterman cardigan.
But he looked, Rivers has aged like 5 years since 1994.
Did he look just like Buddy Holly? And did he have a Mary Tyler Moore?
Yep. And then they,
anyways.
I can't remember what song changed the set, but probably In the Garage. They changed the set to something that looked more like a garage, but it had like Kiss and Motley Crue posters and stuff. It was probably very similar to whatever they were practicing in when they were kids. And then they changed once again.
So they had several sets changes.
Nothing was super elaborate. Like,
it's just like
we're so used to like this day right now where it was just like where
LEDs.
You just have
fucking
screens and LEDs and fucking pyro and all
and
this
had actual
crazy
props.
shit. They just had like
rolling wheels, rolling cars.
Yeah, they had like
shit.
20-foot like just things that you could just wheel out, and like
that's cool. Though,
I liked the simplicity of it because you're playing at an amphitheater like this, and they were just like, we're not. Come on.
Yeah, that's cool.
And at the end, they did have a little bit of pyro. And there was some like sparks that fell from the sky, and they have their classic, their Wonder Woman looking
W.
Yeah, W. But all in all, man, that was such a good show. I did not expect that at all. I had such a fun time there. It was the most well-behaved crowd I've ever been around at Blossom. Because I've been to some shows, man, where people are they just can't wait to get high and wasted and fall down and start fights, and you always fucking step over a pile of puke.
Oh yeah,
these people were just like, we're gonna have some drinks, and we're gonna enjoy our night, and we're gonna go home safely.
I texted my buddy Mike, who was at the show as well, and he was telling me how good of a time he was having during the Pixies, and I was like, dude, I can't even imagine how socially awkward that crowd is. I just picturing people that I know that love Weezer enough to go see them. Just not people who are like there to party. They're just like, I like Weezer. I just want to hear Weezer. So
no, and that was so interesting because
cool, man.
Yeah, I've seen
that doesn't happen a lot in music these days. Big shows.
Because I've seen the Chili Peppers, I've seen Tom Petty, I've seen Radiohead, I've seen Motley Crue a bunch of times.
Different
demos,
man.
Different rock shows all across the board. Did I mention Queens of Stone Age?
You did not.
Yeah, nuts, dude. And some people, and like, what was the Project Revolution?
Dude,
right?
That's the greatest show of all time.
Like those kind of fucking
greatest fucking show of all time.
But I mean, like, just bananas. Yeah.
I wish I could do. We should introduce a new bit called like old show review or something. Just talk about an old show we went to and reminisce.
Yeah, come up with a concept, and we can.
That's
totally
it. That's the concept. Old show review.
That's how we do things on the show. It's like, hey, does that seem like a good idea? Yeah, sure, why not? That's a new bit.
Project Revolution 2007.
No thought.
Saw it at Blossom 2007. Man, fucking lineup. If it came out today, it would sell it in like a fucking second. It was Linkin Park, My Chemical Romance, Taking Back Sunday, Him, Placebo, Julian K, which used to be Orgy, if I'm not mistaken.
Two guys from Orgy formed Julian
like
K.
That.
Yeah.
Seosin, Styles of Beyond, a.k.a. Fort
Did you
Minor.
say The Used? Was The Used there?
The Used was not there. And
I thought The Used was there.
Your boy, Scott Weiland, was a surprise guest. Played right before Linkin Park. 2007 and 2008, he was a headliner. Co-headliner. Yep. At the Cleveland date, anyways. It was amazing.
Linkin Park was the headliner.
Yeah. And then Scott Weiland was a co-headliner in 2008, but in 2007, he was a surprise guest.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Came out and did a bunch of
I don't fucking know that.
Classic stuff. It was pretty great. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. It seemed like nobody knew who he was, but until he started playing, like,
sex type thing.
Yeah, and then fucking...
Vaseline.
Yeah, Vaseline was one. And then what was...
Interstate Highway?
Nah, his...
Down.
Before that. We're talking early. The first band.
What do you mean, the first band?
Not the first band. The first...
Creep?
Was that it?
Creep is a slower song. It's an acoustic song.
I'm a creep. No, that's
no,
different.
That's Radiohead.
Radiohead. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Whatever he started playing, Place Went Nuts. And yeah, I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't know who the fuck he was when he came out. Because was he? What was the band he was in at the time? Audio something.
Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, he was in that, and they came out to the hit single they had around that time.
Slither, probably, or Fall to Pieces or something.
It was Slither, and that's when everybody realized, oh shit, that's that dude.
He's that fucking guy.
That's that fucking guy from The Thing, man. But did I say My Chemical Romance? I did, yeah. Fucking crazy.
Can't recall. They were big shows. I mean,
it was huge. It was, and I think I paid $30.
Wait, did Snoop Dogg play one of those?
I think he played 2009, the last
okay.
Or I think they skipped 2009.
Because I was only at one Project Revolution. It was the one with him and Placebo and Linkin Park.
Placebo played my year too, yeah.
And Taking Back Sunday, yeah.
That was Snoop didn't play that year.
No, I didn't say Snoop played that year. I was just saying Taking Back Sunday.
I'll just say that was. Whew. to this day, there's nothing could beat that show wise ever for me. Like in retrospect, looking back, I'm like, wow, I paid $30 to see all those bands play at their fucking prime.
I did see a Lollapalooza, and it had Audioslave and Incubus and fuck. There was a lot.
2003, 2004.
Yeah. Like I was too poor to even like get seats. Like I was definitely on the lawn for that one. Queens of Stone Age.
Oh shit.
That right when they were blowing up. Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been good.
I'll look back and see what year that was. I used to have a T-shirt, but the T-shirt was brown, and I'm like, what a fucking brown T-shirt. Who does that?
You should.
A Perfect Circle was supposed to play. They
drop in these flyers as we're talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely,
they're out
absolutely.
there.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But yeah, they were supposed to play, and they like the only Perfect Circle. The only fucking date that I think they missed was Cleveland.
That'll happen.
Hey, you fuckers. I'm tired. I know I'm supposed to go out tonight, but
fuck that.
I was up till 5 a.m. watching Friday the 13th movies last night.
Is it because today's Friday the 14th? I mean, Saturday the 14th?
Yeah, but like, I mean, I started at 10, and then I just kept on going.
And these are all films you've seen
a million times.
Million times. And you know how they end.
Yes. But still, I love horror. I mean, look at all this shit.
Is that what all this is?
It's just covering up my Disney memorabilia.
Yeah. Fair.
Little Mermaid and Aladdin. Well, you know what? No,
Jimothy.
Jim is such a mo for that.
I remember I was somewhere and there's an
such
Ariel,
a fucking girl for that.
There was an Ariel Little Mermaid pillow, and I was like, "You want this? You can sleep with her every night." He's like, "Dude, if you don't buy that for me, I'm gonna be really upset." I didn't buy it for him. I told him where to get it though. I'm sure he did go buy it.
See, now I was a Lion King fan. That was my jam of. Was that 94 maybe?
Yeah, ballpark.
Yeah.
So, back to some music news, maybe for once.
Yes. Okay.
Try that on for size. I don't know.
Our final story. So as if things could not get bad enough for Mr. Travis Barker,
drummer.
They did.
Blink 182 fame. Transplants.
They did. He was hit by a bus.
A whole ass bus, no less. Not just like a small bus or a fake bus or just even metaphorically.
Not even a short bus.
A real bus hit him.
A real bus.
A school bus.
Hit his car.
It's summer. What school bus hit him?
Was it a school bus? I didn't even read that.
Yeah.
Did it say that?
Yeah.
There was no kids on that bus. No, you're right, because there was no kids on that bus.
Just a guy out joyriding his school bus.
It's like a fucking what was that? Was that game with the clown on the front?
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. Yeah, you could be the school bus. Well, that fucker hit Travis Barker. As if the guy doesn't have enough problems. He was in a serious plane crash a long time ago where he was burned.
Yeah. Lost a friend.
Lost a friend to that. Burned
90% of his body or something crazy.
Yeah, third-degree burns, skin grafts.
Came back from that.
All that kind of fucking shit.
Came back from that.
Yep, and then they are still had to cancel their Las Vegas residency.
He had some blood clots.
Blood clots that is still. I should post the video of his blood clot story or whatever. I guess they're not as serious as it kind of made out to be, but he's on blood thinners. He should be getting back to normal pretty soon. But yeah, he was hit by a bus. And, his 14-year-old son was in the passenger seat, which I believe that was where the impact happened.
Ooh.
There is no, this is a brand new story. I mean, this is breaking news right now. By the time I'm done editing this tomorrow, you still might have not even heard of it.
True. He's in the news so much for,
this
pain
poor
and
bastard.
injury. Like,
I know.
People hear shit like, maybe I heard something. But
Jesus
this is
Christ.
hot off the presses. How do you go on with your professional life, knowing all these somebody's trying to stop Travis Barker?
This is like Final Destination.
Yeah,
someone is death is he escaped death in that
so
plane
many
crash,
times, yeah,
and it is back.
Who
it
even knows that plane
him,
crash
man.
might have been much later. He might have escaped death before that. We just never heard about it.
Yeah, I know. That is sad, but there's no reports of what is going on with his 14-year-old son. We hope he's all right.
Yeah.
But Travis Barker, he sustained no injury. I guess he walked out of his car, just slightly dazed.
shaking
you know,
up at
just
least.
yeah. Oh yeah, you'd totally be.
You hit by
I mean,
a
like
fucking bus. Like how fast?
I got hit by. I have no idea. I got hit by a car like at a very slow speed.
Yeah.
And the dude just hit my like front bumper. And it's so surreal. Like you really
It
jars
you. It takes you to a whole
He was
other-
mad for hitting me.
at you.
Yeah.
Huh.
He was mad at me.
He
We had to
probably
pull
didn't have
off into this
insurance.
gas station, and it was like, dude, it was a fucking cuss fight. Like we were back at each other, and like, because he worked at the goddamn dealership right across the street from the gas station.
Was this on Brook Park Road?
No, this was in Brunswick.
Oh, even worse.
But this motherfucker, he had the audacity to get mad at me, and the cops were. Oh man,
How did he hit you? Rear end?
he was trying to cross 5 fucking lanes,
Oh,
and
kind of T-boned you a little bit.
he just
Ish.
hit the front of my car. I tried to stop, but it just wouldn't stop in time. At like, he was in like the middle. This is like 1 o'clock on one of the busiest streets possible in Cleveland. Like
1 o'clock
it
in the
is
afternoon.
insanely no, maybe even like noon. So it was like lunch hour.
Wow.
And this.
That's probably where he was going. Probably
And then,
heading out to
so the cops
fucking
were called
Subway.
and they ruled it. It was like completely in my favor. And then luckily he worked for a dealership, so without insurance, they came and fixed all my shit within a
Isn't that
day.
magic how that works?
Yeah,
Man.
I know.
The world is cool.
Nothing went up on my premiums.
Nah,
nothing.
it's like it never even
It's like,
happened.
oh yeah, I know. I just want to sweep that under the rug.
Check the Carfax. Ha! Nothing.
And I was even nice about it too. I could have made him. I could have got that guy seriously fired, but I don't even want to fire. I don't even want this guy to get fired. I just wanted his boss to know he's a fucking idiot.
Oh, I'm sure his boss already knew that.
So maybe he got fired. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you
I don't
don't
know.
know.
But
That dude might
but
hate your guts. He might be plotting.
Yeah,
He
'cause
might be
I
watching this right now.
yeah, good. Fuck you, you
Add him to the
balding
list.
bastard.
We need a fuck you list. Aaron Lewis right at the top, and guy who hit Sean.
I know, but it's like the audacity of you to yell at me. I remember we're both like there after the crash, and I'm just paralyzed in like what the fuck just happened-ism, and he goes, "Put at a fucking gas station! I can't believe you fucking did that." I'm like, do you not know?
First of all,
Listen, you stupid motherfucker.
all right. So
But anyways, back to Travis.
he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Hopefully his
Outside
son
of-
is fine.
Outside of the blood clots, they're
Yeah.
still on hiatus.
I know, which
from the
which
residency,
actually
right?
could be bad if he
That
were
could
to
be
get
real
hit.
bad,
I mean,
yeah.
that could send those right to his lungs.
So
is what they were worried about.
They're still on hiatus from that residency in Vegas.
Still,
right?
yeah.
So
It was supposed to be a couple-day thing, and they were going to look back at it
It's
at
been
June 1st
yeah,
or
it's
July
been-
1st.
It's been like 3 weeks.
It's been a
now.
while, so he's still got him.
Did they find a fill-in drummer, or is he just
No, they just completely
kind
they
of canceled
nope,
the whole gig?
cut down the whole
that
thing.
sucks, man. But hey, it is what it is. I wish a speedy recovery to Travis Barker because
Well, his son.
you
I
know,
mean, Travis
that
is
too.
fine, but I mean,
I'm assuming he's probably
well,
okay.
there's no details.
There's no details.
They didn't say
But he's
anything
probably
about.
okay.
Yeah,
I
they-
assume if he was injured, he left in an ambulance. Somebody wouldn't have that information.
yeah.
You know,
Well, we'll probably
probably
find out a little
shaken
bit
up.
tomorrow or Monday. Yeah,
At any rate,
he was hit by a bus.
I hope he's fine. He was in the car. He just can't wait to get hit by a bus today. Anywho,
Wow.
Travis Barker, we salute you.
Drinking to you, buddy.
You know,
No, you know what? We got up to 22 subscribers
Hey.
just today,
What's up?
and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for helping us out. And our last show, we had the most views that we've had in a couple months.
fuck yeah,
actually.
that's cool. Keep doing it. Even if you,
I mean, you can watch us, pull us up on your Xbox or your PS4, or
Fuck yeah,
your
all that
Blu-ray
shit.
player, or your smart TV.
all that technology.
You can see us on TV. You don't have to be restricted to
Yeah.
your computer or your
just
phone.
give us a share,
I mean,
man. Hit the share button. Fuck it. Like even if you agree or disagree, whatever, just hit the share button.
Share, give us a review on Facebook.
Because,
five stars, but negative comments only.
Yeah, negative comments only. But 5 stars first.
As long as it's 5 stars.
Yeah, you can't do not one or the other. Like you got to do it that way. Like if you leave us 1 star and leave a glowing review, we're gonna be pissed.
But please like and subscribe. Yes, please subscribe, man.
Yeah.
The more views that we get out, the more that we can kind of be like recognized. Like, we're up against 200,000 videos every single day, and we're only doing this once a week.
At best.
Yeah.
At best.
Well, no, I have.
We have been pretty consistent.
Yeah. I have made sure that we are doing that once a week, whether it be an update or a full show. You can just search us on Trendkillradio. Please share with your friends. You can go find us on Facebook.com/Trendkillradio216. Share, send messages, copy and paste, do whatever you got to do on your phone or your computer. You can check out all of our album reviews on Spotify. Not our actual album reviews, but the albums that we have reviewed.
Yeah.
And
which I have to update still. I will.
Yeah, but please go to our page and like it, and go to our YouTube page and subscribe. Please, come on. Come on. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Dude, my mom likes it.
It's true. Any tips, comments, fucking suggestions, album reviews, things you want us to talk about? Throw it our way. We'll
Absolutely.
We'll
I know we have
it.
one person that ever comments on our shows, and thank you very much. You know who you are.
Is it me?
Not you. You've never commented on our shows ever on YouTube.
I don't even think I've ever seen it. I've never seen the show. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'm Coley Colgate.
I'm Sean Ryan, and this is
Trendkill Radio.
Trendkill Radio.
Hey everybody, it's Coley Colgate and Sean Ryan, and we're here with the Trendkill Radio Brief.
No, that's not even what it's called. Yeah, but it was Fern Gully, the last rainforest. I think this is the only.
I'm thinking of the one.
You're not thinking of Fox and the Hound?
Dude, that movie's sad as shit.
God, dude, did I cry so much? Oh my God, did I fucking cry?
I'm thinking of. It's